Hello and welcome to our vlog series in conversation with the Doctoral College. I'm Deborah Curitan, I'm the Research Development Manager at the University of Wolverhampton.
And I'm Dr Ben Halligan, I'm Director of the Doctoral College.
This vlog we're going to talk about how to start a PhD or a doctorate in a strong way, how to make the most of your first few months of your doctorate. So we're going to look at perhaps 5 tips about what you do and how to do it well. So Ben, what would your first tip be?
I think my first tip is to find your way around campus. And it could be as part of induction as a bit of a tour, but you need to familiarise yourself with the library, with the social areas, with the opening hours, quieter places to study, the particular postgraduate research rooms that you may want to be using. All of those things, transport links, that's quite important to get a sense of the place and the areas you need to go to. So
at Wolverhampton, we have 3 main campuses, one at Telford, one in Wolverhampton and one at Walsall. And we have intersite buses that run between them. So I would highly recommend, if you live in Walsall and you're studying in City, or you study at Walsall and you want to come to City for some of the workshops that we run, you have a look at the campus bus timetable, because those at the moment, at the time of filming, that's free travel. Each of the faculties have a room or a couple of rooms for postgraduate researchers. There are dedicated space to postgraduate researchers. They're hot desks, so you can't, kind of rock up with your pot plants and your lucky gonk and kind of put everything down and have, that's your space. Unfortunately, it's a hot desk, so you will share that space with other researchers. And there's also spaces in each of the learning centres that are for postgraduates. In City, we have a space that is dedicated to postgraduate researchers, which is just around the corner from the Doctoral College. But other libraries have spaces that are shared between taught and postgraduate research. And in those spaces, you'll find desks, quiet rooms, computers. And in the faculty spaces, there should also be desks, telephones, and access to a computer as well.
Okay, so tip number 1 is finding your way around.
Yeah.
What's tip number 2?
Tip number 2 is about meeting the research admin team. Get to know the people in the faculty who you will communicate with regularly. So your research administrators are going to be sending you information about your degree, they're going to be sending you information about what's going on in the faculty, and they will be sending you information about points of assessment, so things like your annual progress review. They are also the font of all knowledge. So if you have a question, you can guarantee that they will be able to answer it or know somebody who can.
And that would mean activating your Wolverhampton email address.
Exactly. They also get to know, obviously, your supervisory team, get to know who your student reps are in the faculty. So each faculty will have 3 reps that represent the postgraduate research body, and they talk to us, the library, and the students' union at the postgraduate research forum, and they advocate on your behalf. They can bring your issues to our attention. And also get to know who the pastoral tutor, the postgraduate research tutor, and the postgraduate skills tutors are in your faculty. These people will be looking after you in terms of your subject-specific skills development, because the Doctoral College look at skills development in a more holistic and general way. And they will also be able to help you if you have any issues, any support that you need. They'll be able to point you in the right direction of where to get that help.
I would say tip number 3 is the Research Student Handbook, which you'll be given a copy of or online access to. I wouldn't say you need to read it cover to cover, but it would be good to get some familiarisation with what's in it, so you know what's in it, so when you want to turn to it in respect of any kind of thing that might be happening, from annual progress reviews to extension requests to leaves of absence, you know that the information is there and it's at your fingertips.
Yeah, and the handbooks cover the life cycle of a doctoral degree from your enrolment right the way through to your congregation.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that you encounter, there will be a section in there in the handbook that kind of explains the regulatory and practice and policy position.
I would say the next tip would be around first formal supervision with your supervisory team, and beginning to set up a series of expectations. Where will you meet? How often will you meet? What's the general agreement in terms of work and feedback and turnaround? What are the kind of medium-term goals, the immediate goals, the long-term goals? So to begin to communicate, to begin to set up the way that the foundation on which you will continue with supervision.
And I think the fifth tip, we are on number 5, aren't we? Is an extension of that. For me, I think it's really, really important as part of those meetings to have thought about planning. So your plan for what you're going to achieve this year in your doctorate is really important, and to be able to sit down and talk that through with your supervisors, so you can say, right, by the end of this year I will have done X, Y and Z, and then to break that plan down into smaller chunks. That might be 3-4 month chunks or 4-3 month chunks, so that you've got an idea of what it is that you're going to be doing and doing it by, and therefore that helps you plan for each of your supervisory meetings, helps you think about what you're going to achieve between each of your supervisory meetings, and also helps you manage that stress, because I think right at the very beginning of your doctorate you're always really worried that you're not doing enough and you're not doing the right thing. So, the first 3 or 4 months of your doctorate you're going to be reading, making notes and reading. So, not being scared of that, because that's written into your plan, is a really useful thing. And also, alongside that is your PDP, your personal development plan. Looking at the skills that you come in to the university with, because you come in with loads of skills, loads of knowledge, and every doctoral student is unique because of their experience. So being able to benchmark what it is that you do know, and to look at what it is that you need to learn, and to plan for that. What's important for you to learn this year? What's important for you to learn in the first 6 months of your doctorate? And then sit down with your supervisors and to look at what skills development, what researcher development opportunities are available. And those include what's going on in your faculty. Those might be lectures that the university holds. Those might be workshops that we run in the Doctoral College, and we're always happy to see you, or to see you online, because we run webinars as well. And also what you might read, other YouTube videos that you might be watching or need to watch. So the list goes on. Skills development is varied and comes in a number of formats, but you do need to have a plan.
So we have quite a full menu for the first couple of months of your time with us.
Yeah. So get to know the campus, get to know the departments, get to
know your supervisors, become familiar with the handbook.
Yeah, come familiar with the handbook and plan. Okay, so thank you for listening. That's the end of this vlog. Do watch out for further vlogs, which we release every week, and follow us on YouTube, and you'll get an alert to say when a new video is released. Thank you.